Year 2, looking at flowers. A flower's job is to allow a plant to reproduce. In this video, you are going to see a plant dissection. If you carefully cut up a flower, you can find the parts involved in sexual reproduction. In this video, the experimenter used this flower. It's a lily. The first thing you have to do is take off the sepals, then take off the petals. The sepal are these green structures that protect the flower just before it opens. Petals are modified leaves that surround the reproductive parts of flowers. Often they're brightly coloured or unusually shaped, and this is to attract pollinators such as butterflies, bees, and bats. Together, the petals of a flower are called a corolla. So the petals are off, and now you see the inside of the plant, the reproductive organs. Now carefully remove the stamens. They're made up of two parts, the anther and the filament. The stamen is the male reproductive organ of a flower. It's what the experimenter is now going to pull off. It produces the pollen. Pollen is the male sex cell of the plant. The stamen has two parts, an anther and a stalk called a filament. Now the experimenter is going to rub the anther and you can see the pollen coming off on the gloves. After you pull off the stamen, the part you're left with is called the carpel. Here you see the carpel. The carpel is the female reproductive structure that produces the ovules, also known as the egg cells, the female sex cells. And these develop into a baby plant eventually. There's three main parts of the carpel, and that is the stigma, which is at the top, the style in the middle, and the ovary at the bottom. The experimenter will now carefully open the ovary and look inside to see if they can find any ovules. The experimenter has searched inside it and found small round structures. The experimenter has found egg cells, also known as ovules. If the plant was fertilized, these ovules would then become embryonic plants and then later on seeds. The ovary that you see split open here would become the fruit that surrounds the seeds. So we've had a very successful plant dissection. After the petals were removed, we separated the anthers and the filaments off. Overall, they're known as the stamen, and that is the male reproductive organ. And then we dissected the carpel, which was the female reproductive organ. Here you can see the bits that were dissected. Thank you so much for your attention. What you just saw was a very successful flower dissection. And even though you can't be in the lab with us to do it, we have an exciting project. You can make your own flower. Just go to page 51 of your booklet and read all about it. Bye!